we doing? Another question?
Yeah.
Hi, brothers. I'm faced with a moral quandary. You've come to the right place. Our school is holding elections for student council. Ooh. And 2 of my friends are running. I've already voted for them, but this morning on the quad, there was a guy who was campaigning by handing out mini gourds from a massive burlap sack to people who promised to vote for him. The gourds are really cute, and I want to have one. Is it morally right to lie to this poor man just for a free calabash squash? And that's from Squash Squanderer in New York.
Can I just say, it feels like a long way to go to get a vote when you could just like buy a bag of like mixed mini chocolate bars, especially now during a Halloween season. Just hand those out, man. You know, people love candy. You know what it costs you like $5? Where are you getting so many gourds that you can hand them out as a favor? It seems like a huge expense.
You know,
Huge.
I'm in politics country now.
Yeah.
Where it all happens.
Yeah.
And I will say that a lot of, like a surprising amount of stuff here is like a lot of the political processes are lubricated with like fun size Mr. Good bars.
Yeah, man.
Crackles, Hershey's with almond. That's it. That greases a lot of the wheels because they can't get enough of this stuff.
Well, and the secret is you do a special dark and a good bar at the same time.
Oh, fuck off. That's too
now
much.
we're talking.
This is a crime. What this person is doing is a crime. It's
right, Justin. Justin's been like Toby Ziegler-ing around for a while now, and he thinks he's Mr. Politics and Ethics.
If I can pay people for votes, enough said. Okay, listen. If it was legal, you can't do this. It's a crime. Now that being said,
to hand out gourds,
you don't want to be mixed up in this endeavor. You can't pay people for votes. That said, if they got a delicata over there, let me come by. I don't have a Trader Rick's. Trader. No, that's Werewolves in London. The Trader Sam's. Nope.
You'll get there.
Trader Joe's. I don't have a Trader Joe's around here. I don't have a Jungle Jim's. You know what I mean? Like I gotta get my delicata when people go out of town. They're like, "Can I get you a souvenir?" Like, yeah, bring me back some delicata squash
from the
squash.
Trader
Good.
Joe's.
You can eat the rind. Thank you.
Yeah,
but Justin, I'm sorry.
That every night.
Constantly.
You can get up in Cincinnati.
Constantly, man. At this point, I'm more delicata squash than I am man. But here's the question, Justin. In your mind, handing someone a tiny decorative seasonal gourd is paying them for votes.
Yes.
In what world can you use a tiny decorative gourd as currency? And please point me in the direction of that world, because I'm a very rich man.
Pumpkin Town.
Good point. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, you can't. You don't want to get mixed up in this business. This is dark stuff.
But it sounds like to me you have 2 friends running for student council, competing. It sounds like against each other.
They said they already voted for them. So
fraud. Clearly,
they might be different positions.
Oh, that's another good point. Yeah, maybe it's not fraud.
But regardless, you can feign ignorance and be like, "Sorry, I thought you guys were competing against each other, and I could not choose, and I got this cutie little gourd, this sweet little squash outside, and I told the guy I vote for him because I couldn't pick between you two. It's not fair, so I voted third party for this one."
I'll tell you what, guys. Here's the beautiful thing. I don't know if you guys know this. You can tell anybody you're voting for anything, they can't check. You could be like, "Hey, I'll definitely vote for you." And unless that guy loses by like 1 vote and then breaks into like the student council offices or whatever, it goes through each thing. And it's like, wait a minute, it was Todd. Todd took one of my gourds and they didn't vote for me. I'm going to ruin Todd's life. Maybe that might happen in my new YA novel that I'm working on. Please don't copy this concept. I've said it out loud. Everybody, forget what I said. This is mine.
It is Kevin Costner's swing vote, and that's fun that you reinvented that film. This time
I'm calling mine Gourd to Death.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's really
Get at us, Blumhouse. That's good stuff.
Speaking of like the politics thing, did you all see that? God, I'm so delighted. Did you guys see the attack ad?
Hell yeah, I did, dude.
Griffin, did you see it?
Yeah, I saw the attack ad.
I got sent it.
Do you realize that
they made a lot of good points?
They made a lot of good points. I don't want to talk too much about it, but I do want to say the front of it is just this picture of gas prices with Joe Biden like, good gas prices. And Sydney's like, I love it. It's like,
I had no idea. I've known Sydney now for decades. I had no idea she had such influence over the national gas prices. No idea.
Here's what I wanted to say, though, is that this mailer does include the phrase that is on a political mailer in the world, the Biden/McElroy agenda. The Biden-McElroy agenda.
Really strong.
That's not something we made up for this show. That
Yes.
someone was like, the Biden-McElroy agenda. Very, very good.
The only way that makes sense is if it's like the Biden/McElroy agenda, and then underneath it in bullet points is leaving a ticket at will call at every live show they've ever done in Washington, D.C. for Joe Biden, hoping he'll show up. That's the only McElroy/Biden agenda I know of that exists on this planet.
Do you know how bad you have to be at your job to not be, because of who Sydney is married to not be able to cook up a very, 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 very bad mailer?
The possibilities are endless.
There's
listen,
so
we get
much.
it. We love Sydney. You love Sydney. Everybody loves Sydney. This clown, this absolute degenerate that she is.
You see this guy in the pumpkin suit who said he just came from a wedding? He's like right there with her.
Do you see this man in a chili suit who's in a pumpkin suit who's got chili all over his hands and face? That's in the last week. Like that's dude. We're not even getting like scrolling out of his Google Calendar page to find these embarrassing things. Like
that's a choice Sydney made once a while ago. Has been stuck with. Every other choice has been great, but she did this one time. Choose this guy. Are you sure?
Are you sure? There's got to be something fundamentally fun. Oh gosh, politics is fun.
We have a lot of fun here.
Thank you so much for listening to our podcast.